I'm Michelle. I'm a mother of 2 and a stay-at-home mom. And I have a lot of things. I love to cook. But these days, it's hard to get a pan on the stove. Our bedroom is our bed and closed mountain and boxes. How about tickety talk? Or do you want umizoomi?
I'm Frank, and Michelle's my wife. Our health, so overwhelming. It would be nice to be able to come home from a day at the office and not having to stumble through the house.
I'm Danetta, and Michelle is my daughter. Michelle has a problem. She can't get rid of anything. She buys too much. Michelle shops every single day. Every day. She will buy things that she may think she needs 10 years from now. If it's a good price,
That is awesome.
it's in her cart.
I like the feeling of scoring, you know? It's too cute to pass up.
All right.
It's a high for me. My brother had a DUI, and when he was in jail, there was an incident where he was beaten and killed. Not a day goes by that I don't think about him. After my brother died, I fell apart on my own, and the house fell apart with me. My neighbor and I, we quarreled over a parking spot. She had seen inside our home from the street and seen the clutter and used that as a weapon.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. Michelle and Frank are very unique. They're substantially younger than what a traditional hoarder would look like for this volume of stuff in the house.
Why is the car ramp in the trash?
Believe it or not, in the basement, any toys that are plastic are contaminated from the mold down there.
I disagree. I don't think that's the case. I mean, if
Scientifically, I promise you I'm right. This is contaminated. I'm giving them the scientific facts on if something is contaminated or not, and they say, no, I disagree. It's like telling me that the world is round. They say, nope, it's flat. I would not let my kids play with this. Anything a baby would touch or eat should not be saved. I'm biased. My kids are the same age as these 2 kids, and it's killing me to think that the kids are rolling around in this. There's cat pee everywhere. It's not okay. It's not funny. This is real. At the end of the day, they could lose their kids. All right, so we're gonna clean in here. Then if you'll stay out there as we send things out. I've left the dining room to just the family. They have got to start making better choices as a family.
I'll start handing it.
So wait, you're telling us what it is every time.
these are keeps. Keep. Yep, keep.
There's a lot of keep so far.
I know.
Sal?
No, right here.
Oh, really?
So as we're cleaning the dining room, it becomes very clear that Michelle runs the roost.
I say it's all trash. So it's
No, you think this is all trash?
I'm Dr. Suzanne Chabot. I'm a specialist in hoarding disorder. What I've noticed is that every decision goes by you. Can some of the decisions go by him?
I'm fine with that.
Are you sure?
No, you're not fine. I can see that because I want to sell these
We already
games,
talked about
and
you.
you don't want
Everything
to.
goes through you.
What would be the concern that you think?
I don't have a concern.
So
He's just not making decisions.
Oh my God, There's a decision.
Fine,
okay?
I'm
You
fine
were
with it.
okay when I tried to do that the first time.
No, you asked me.
Okay, fine. I'm not asking anymore.
Fine, don't
okay?
ask me anymore.
You don't
You're
know
lucky
what
I
it is, do
didn't
you?
put it in. No, I don't. Which is exactly why I'd get rid of it.
Okay, but so I should go upstairs and start trashing your stuff because I don't know what it is.
Go for it.
I will.
I'll just buy it all again. Okay, you can deal with that better than I can.
Oh no, I thought you were making all the decisions.
What are you frustrated about?
Okay.
Every second of my life right now is being recorded.
Okay.
Well,
Really
I'm
don't
tired
know.
of the cameras.
Well, what did you think you were going to get into?
Oh, I know. And right now I'm standing here arguing with you instead of cleaning because you're asking me questions.
Well, what is it about? You knew you
sorry.
were doing a TV show, right?
I know. I know. I know
Okay.
this is all about house clean.
Be respectful. All right?
When there's any reason for there to be argument or disagreement, Frank pulls it back, and then he joins Michelle, and today he joined Michelle to make us the target of the anger.
I'm getting really pissed at being filmed.
Yeah, I am too.
If he has trouble asserting himself and accepting that there will be conflict, I'm so afraid he's going to keep backing up, and this house is going to be right where it started.
Okay, at this point I'm ready to call it quits.
What I see in your family is like, why was there such division? You love each other. You guys talk frequently.
Sometimes
How come, you know, nobody knows what's going on in her life?
It's not that I didn't know what was going on as much as I was afraid of upsetting the balance that we have.
And what did you fear you would lose?
Just that communication and honesty.
Yeah.
You know, because every other aspect of our lives is great.
So you shared life together, and this is a life that you're afraid you can't share.
I don't want this life.
Why don't you want
Because
this life?
it's not a life, it's a coexistence with stuff.
So, for sake of time, we need to get back to work. This is awesome. Thank you. But we need to clean.
Okay.
All right? And we need to clean fast. Between the attic and the basement, there's still a ton of stuff here. Everything here still has to be gone through. We just have more stuff than we have time. I want to clean a house, but we still got probably another 3 or 4 tons of stuff in the basement and the attic. And they don't have the ability to let us take it. They have to go through it piece by piece.
We'll be able to manage it and start going through it.
Well, if you do it every other day for a year, you'll get through it.
Yeah.
But if you just say, I'll do it next month and next month, it's going to look like it did 3 days ago. Our goal was to make space for the kids, and these kids are gonna have a clean room to sleep in, they're gonna have a whole floor to play in. But we worked our tails off, and we put a dent, just a dent.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
What a huge difference.
It's truly amazing. This room looks huge.
What do you think, buddy?
CPS would have taken the kids right away because the house was contaminated. But now, it's not. And now the kids get to stay.
It has been an emotional roller coaster for this entire journey. Some of the big stuff is done, but we still have a journey to go.
There were ups and downs this whole week for everybody.
Yes.
Frustrations, asking a loaded question. Is it worth it?
Absolutely. Every minute.
Those boys are the exact same age as my kids. And seeing them run in there and jump and get excited, that's why we did this.
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
My name's Patty, and I'm 48. Well, outside the home, I mean, I'm very outgoing. I do a lot with my kids, you know, at school and athletically with their sports activities.
Come look for stuff for me, for my daughter.
It's like leading a double life. I have to be one way outside of my home, and then I come inside of my home, and reality sets in. Everybody has their issues. Some of them are more visible than others. And my issue is this. Nobody knows, and I'm sure they would be very shocked. And especially since, you know, we have basically, aside from this, a very normal life.
I'm Dave, I'm Patty's husband. We've been married since 1987. Well, I think it's, in this case, Patty's hoarding is directly related to the shopping.
I'm seeing a clearance tag.
She likes to shop.
Pet egg, 3 cartridges. 5-in-1 magnetic travel game set. I'm seeing gift sets. I'm kind of a sucker for gift sets.
Well, a lot of the stuff that she purchases or has purchased over time is still in the bag that she brought it home in, still got the tags on it. New items, never been used, probably thousands of dollars. Most assuredly thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
I do have ideas as to what brought me to this point, probably issues within my marriage.
It wears on you because it tends to get in your head and you think about it all the time and you think about the impact on the kids.
It's gotten to where it's so overwhelming that it's difficult, and the deeper it's gotten, the more difficult it's become. Especially as far as the kids are concerned. They would like to have friends over. They go over to friends' houses, and they can't reciprocate. And I know it's hard for them, and it hurts them and me, and I hate it. It's a dirty little secret, which I'm ashamed of. When the kids were taken, I was in shock. My daughter and I were out running an errand, and Dave and my son were home.
He started towards the door and came and got me and said, "Dad, there's police at the door." And I thought, okay. So I went down and opened the door, and I knew immediately why they were there. I knew.
I guess someone had called in about my home, have no clue as to who. And they came with cameras in hand and inspected the house.
They walked through the house and they basically stated that the kids needed to go somewhere else.
It was the worst moment of my life. Undoubtedly the worst moment of my life, when the police parade up your street and tell you your kids have to leave.
I'm Dr. Renee Renardi. I specialize in working with people with compulsive hoarding, obsessive compulsive disorder, and other anxiety disorders.
Come on up. We'll head to the kitchen first.
Okay.
This is my messy, cluttered kitchen.
I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, which means that I mostly teach people skills that they need to learn in order to get control over their symptoms. Are you able to cook?
Yeah. I just move the stuff off and move it around, and yeah, I know this is not ideal at all. I mean, definitely not.
Well, and it's
The
something
whole house isn't ideal.
But
so.
we'll work at it. And then you said this is your daughter's room here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like a lot of toys and clothes mostly. And
Normally, you know, she had a way to her bed, but I've just kind of been tossing stuff in there, trying to get rid of it elsewhere.
And I think that's something that we're gonna work a lot on this weekend, right? So how are you feeling about getting help from other people and having some of the crew come in and?
Relieved.
Yeah.
Very relieved. A crew is going to be coming in to sort and organize.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I am not a therapist, but I've been doing this for over 10 years and really relate to the clients. Okay, and so I'd like to tell you a little bit about what this is. It's a hoarding job. That means we have a lot of stuff.
Feeling a little anxious, thinking of all the things that I should have gone through to make sure, you know, my pictures and my sentimental items don't get lost.
Unfortunately, like in the basement or in the garage, we'll have some critter droppings maybe.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but part of me is relieved that this is getting done. Another part of me is a little anxious about things possibly, you know, getting tossed that are of importance. But I want my kids back, and that's the bottom line.
Hey, Dorothy, can you make sure that they're going through the boxes thoroughly and nothing is left in the boxes?
Oh yeah, they can't flatten a box without making sure stuff is out.
Okay.
But still, nothing's being thrown away.
I know that.
Yeah.
I guess one thing that worries me is the potential trash pile. Like the wagon that's over there.
That's right.
Not trash.
Nope.
So I don't know why it's over there.
Well, Dorothy has told everybody that it's important not to throw things out, categorize things, organize things, and it's important to me.
Hey guys, are you for sure nothing is in any of those boxes?
We sorted through all that stuff.
All those boxes are sorted
Everything
through.
was emptied out and it's just cardboard boxes
Okay,
broken down.
all right.
Yep.
Well, up to this point, I'm surprised she agreed to do it in the first place. A little skeptical, just to see how this is all going to happen. See all the stuff that's come out of that garage. It's amazing to see it all scattered out all over the driveway and the lawn. What's going to happen with all this stuff? Is Patty going to let loose of it? Remains to be seen.
Kite string is good.
Kite string is good.
Wagon keep. Valentine container is good.
Valentine container is good.
This I want to keep that. Keep, and the toaster. Sentimental value. Ooh, yeah.
And this is?
And that I haven't decided yet. That's in the I'm not sure pile. Oh my gosh. There's just so much stuff. There is so much stuff.
Anybody need a shovel? When we get into a basement and into a garage, we wind up, well, coming head on with some critters. And in addition, we actually have used some shovels. You know, when we get into the basement, things kind of crumble a little bit. There's no way to pick it up with your hands. And that's disturbing. It's disturbing for us to have to do it, for her to see it, and it's what's so. That's the reality of it.
On TV when it says critter droppings. It just hurts to hear.
I think it's really humiliating.
There's no way to fix it.
Yeah, there is.
There isn't.
Everything can be fixed. And nothing has to be perfect.
I was feeling a little revealed, a lot of exposed. You know, this has been kind of my dirty little secret for quite some time, and it you know, to know that people are seeing this and I'm having to expose myself, it's a little difficult.
The game plan for today is finishing up some of the odds and ends items that we have to do, making sure that it's a safe environment. Things that I'm doing right now, with Patty's permission, has been to go through, get rid of any food that's expired. So, and that happens because things, we don't get to the back of the fridge, we don't always get to the top of the fridge, so items do expire, and being careful about mouse poo when it's on stuff or any kind of indicators of critters. We want to make sure to get rid of that to make it a safe environment. If stuff has black mold on it,
Right.
It was something that I just, I didn't look
absolutely.
too closely
Yeah,
at it.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, I agree. This is painful doing this, you know what?
Do you want me to go in instead?
No, I can do it.
Linen.
It's just, it's embarrassing and humiliating.
Right there.
Very. Oh, all right, I'm good.
Okay, so what do you want to tell me about the embarrassment right now?
Because this is my daughter's room and it shouldn't look like this. Her room should not be this way. It should be pretty and nice and neat.
It should be nice and neat, I know
And
that.
it shouldn't look like this.
Did she do all this?
No, she didn't do any of it. I did it. I just felt buried in all that stuff. And it was so embarrassing and so humiliating because they should be my kids' space and they haven't been. And I've created what's in there, not my kids.
All right, okay, good.
It just gave me, I guess, hope and enlightenment for how things are going to be from here on out. I still have those visions in my mind about all the piles of stuff on my table and on my counter and everywhere else. And it feels so different now. No prison walls, no stuff, no cringing when I walk in my front door. It feels great. It's like a rebirth, a second chance.
what do you think?
I'm thinking how excited my daughter's gonna be when she walks in there and sees a room that she can't ever remember having seen. She's gonna be totally elated to have all that space, it's all her own.
Well, from the time this started and the garage door opened on the first day till where it is right now, and how far this has come, it's boggling. When I walked into this room, I lost it. I hadn't seen this floor in I don't know how many years. And Patty said something about the kids, how they're going to react, and I just lost it. The bottom line of this whole thing is this is about the kids. This is for them.
I mean, it was really, really difficult for me to decide to open myself up and to expose myself because this is something that nobody likes to share with anyone, but I knew it was my only chance at getting my kids back.
I am Linda. I'm a homemaker. I have one daughter. And the house is a disaster zone. It's a mess.
I'm Kristen, and I'm Linda's daughter. My mom has anything from trash, from fast food restaurants, whatever she's brought home, just thrown on the floor. She has a dog in the house. There is poop all over the floor.
The last 5 years, I ended up
Food on the floor, cans on the floor, drinks. It just accumulated time after time and made a mess. Big mess.
She has no pathway. There's no way you can see the carpet of her house anymore. Things are stacked to the ceiling. Literally.
Yeah, I walk over everything, bare feet. I got used to walking over plastic and cans and orange juice bottles. Yeah, I hold on to the chair, I hold on to the boxes, hold on to the plastic bins. I got to the sofa, I just collapsed.
The bathroom stopped working, and I've heard that she was using a bucket.
The toilet doesn't work, no bathroom water. Everything's broke. It's hell. It's hell living here.
I don't know why she wants to keep things in hoard. I just know my mom's been depressed for as long as I can remember. That also made my mom's hoarding worse. When I was growing up, the house was already showing signs of her hoarding. I couldn't take it anymore. I left home when I was 17. I had kids by the time I was 21, and I stopped drinking, traded one habit for another, and became hooked on painkillers. I screwed up a lot because of my drug usage.
I'm Shantae, and I'm Linda's granddaughter. I was at school, and I got called onto the office. They said, "You're to ride bus home." I walked in, and everybody's crying, and sat down, and I was like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Your mom got arrested." I just instantly broke down. I started freaking out, banging my head off walls, everything, and I was like, what do I do?
I'm Dallas, and I'm Linda's grandson. I didn't know, because I was young, I didn't know what was going on. I thought my mom was going to be gone for a week. So then, next thing you know, she's in prison for 2.5 years.
The very thing that I hated most now my kids were going through.
It was a big responsibility, and especially at my age. And my husband was so sick at the time with the congested heart failure. So I had full responsibility by myself, taking care of the kids.
Back then, the piles were about 2 feet on the ground. There was always cans, drinks, wrappers from restaurants, food, dog feces, Some days I'd sleep on the recliner. Sometimes you'd sleep on the couch.
Living there, I slept on the floor on a hospital mattress that my grandpa had.
I talked to my kids on the phone while I was in prison. The things I would hear literally tore me up. You don't want your kids to ever go through that. I could not let her go back. She was buried alive, living in filth. It absolutely turned my life upside down because I turned into the OCD person of, I don't want my house to look like her house. So I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm staying up cleaning nonstop, waiting on her, picking up her mess.
It's a lazy mentality. She just wants to play around, throw her trash on the ground and not pick it up ever,
And I was having to take stuff away from her. The kids were having to take trash away from her that she was not wanting to get rid of.
Well, welcome everybody.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. Are we ready to get started today?
Yes.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
So basically, if it's broken,
Throw
it
it
should
away.
go.
Yes.
If it's soiled,
Throw it away.
if it has dog dew all
Throw it
over
away.
it, throw it away.
Yes.
Got it. So it sounds like you're in a pretty good space and you know what to do.
Oh, yes.
All right?
Yay.
So
I'm proud of you.
everybody, are we proud of Linda? Yes, yes. So you're going to be sitting over there. We're going to parade right on by. Okay, are we clear, everybody?
Yes.
All right, I want you wearing masks. I want you in gloves. Everybody, that way. Let's go. Linda, and I'll help you out. We're going to start handing things out as you go by Linda. Show her items and then put it on the truck. But basically, everything should be tossed. Clear?
Yeah, go.
Great.
Yeah, go.
Go.
Keep. Yeah,
All
keep.
of it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, over there. Now, this is the house you wanted to see. Can you see all of the feces?
SOS pads wouldn't help.
Think about this. Animals have been pooping and peeing on this, and you want to clean it to give it to a child who's going to touch it, potentially put their fingers in their mouth. You can never give a child
Never.
something that
yeah, I
is
see that now.
covered.
Get rid of it. Yeah, I
Okay.
see it now.
Okay?
Can someone take this and put it on the truck, please? Thank you.
Everything in that house has in fact been contaminated. See, this is all poop.
Yeah.
And that's urine from the rodents and everything. There isn't anything that could possibly be in there unless you think there's jewelry or something of value in which they can go through it. But I don't want them to go through it here because all the feces is going to come flying at us with the
Okay.
wind.
All right.
So permission to go?
I don't need it.
Okay. The reality is the percentage of stuff that she can hold on to is going to be not even close to being proportional to what has to go.
I want you to take a whiff of this for a second, okay?
Mildew, isn't it?
Urine.
I'd like to put that one in the wash machine.
Okay. This is one of those things you're gonna have to let go of.
Those were nice Christmas gifts, and they can be washed and laundered.
Nothing will clean this.
Yes, they will. I've been to the laundromat many a times.
You don't need that. It's contaminated. You've got to let it go. It's replaceable, okay?
I love my blankets.
I know, and they can be replaced too.
And they're beautiful, but look.
You can't get that out.
Linda and Kristen do not communicate well. In fact, they don't even make eye contact when they're talking to one another.
I don't want to argue. I'm getting tired.
I want everything to go.
You want it all to go. Can you just tell that to your mother, please?
If it can be replaced, get rid of it. Get the out so we can assess the
We are
damages.
doing that. I know that. I've heard it. Your mouth. I've heard it. Yes. We're getting rid of the stuff. Look at the truck.
Okay.
Linda's doing a lot of hiding behind her sunglasses so that she doesn't really have to share her feelings and deal with some of the painful emotions that she's pushed down.
Dallas, can you take off your mask for me? Because I want to talk to the two of you. My question to both of you is, I'm looking at all of this, feces and all sorts of nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing all sorts of clothes, probably from when you were kids. Was this the stuff that you were sleeping in and walking on and living in when you were living here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was your clothing soiled like this? I mean, how did you pick out clothes to go to school?
We had bins.
You had bins.
Like those, totes like those. We have our clothes in them.
Come on in, Kristen. I'm asking the question if this is the kind of stuff that they were
She
dealing
had clean
with.
clothes every day, both
No, we
kids
didn't.
did.
No.
Well, that's what I'm...
Speak up, Dallas. Speak up.
We did not have
We went
clean
to the
clothes.
laundromat every week down here, and Shantae knows I spent about $40 a week doing the laundry each week.
My opinion of what she was saying about the past, I think she was lying. Because, I mean, I was there, I witnessed it. She's just got something wrong in her head, really.
She had clean clothes, you can ask the teacher. And Dallas had clean clothes.
Linda is rewriting her own narrative about what exactly happened.
She's saying you had clean clothes.
I went to the laundromat every week.
Linda is telling Shantae and Dallas, you went to school with clean clothes. And they're coming back saying, yeah, we went to the laundromat. The problem is we were living with mice and cockroaches and poop. We were going to school in clothes that smelled like urine.
CPS got called because of how we smelled and how we looked.
I'm seeing this come out, and this was your life. For how many years?
2.
It was not 2, it was like 3.
3.
Your mom
It was
wants to
25 months.
I know.
Okay, 2. Sorry. I thought it probably felt like a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
It's cool. Kind of dirty, but
No. Just glad we're not living in it anymore. We're not.
Yesterday, we brought out tons and tons from the house to be thrown away. We cleared the entire entryway. So today, the weather is very bleak, bad, rainy, terrible. We have tents set up everywhere, one for the family, one for us. We're going to have a great attitude. We are going to get this place as clean as we can possibly do it in the time that we have.
Let's go. Come on in. Pick a location. Come on in. Gather around, and then we'll have a quick conversation. I put down a big tarp in the middle, rake it into the middle of the tarp, take the tarp out, dump the tarp out onto the truck. This is what we're calling dump and dig. All right, let's go. And don't worry about mice. They'll be here. Four of us are going out. Somebody else put the tarp in. I'd like for us to now clear the dining room and the kitchen. There's no debating it. It's just going on the truck. Let's go. I'm really excited to get into the dining room because I'm sure that the worst of this is over. How much worse can it get? And as we start cleaning it out, horror of horrors, I'm seeing a hook screwed into the wall, and I'm seeing chains and a leash. This is what is disturbing.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me what I'm seeing, please.
The dog that she had the most hurt from losing, she kept the dog chained up right here.
And there's another whole chain of...
That's where I rescued one from over there. I mean, it's skin and bones, and it was like learning how to walk again, basically, from being on, what, that much chain? And like every dog she gets, she ties up.
Every dog she gets, she chains up.
Linda's dogs were chained. They were urinating and defecating all in the same spot. The fact that she had them chained up is very concerning because she truly believes she was providing adequate care for these dogs.
Good dog.
Lord knows how long that dog was there, was eating, pooping, and living in a six-inch line of rusted chain.
This is the one that was chained here, is the one she was most attached to.
The one that she was, you're hearing that, right, Doctor? The one that she was most attached to, she chained here.
Based on the response she had to all that waste that was in there, which was no response, she had no reaction at all to what we were all seeing. I think that she needs a psychological evaluation, because I do believe the more time I spend with her that she has the early stages of dementia. I truly think she's a danger to herself, quite frankly.
It's raining again today. And I don't know how it happens, but when the odds are against us, the odds are against us all the way. But we are committed to doing what we can for Linda and the family. Today, it's pretty simple. The bottom floor of the whole house has been cleared out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is go upstairs and we're going to start bringing down all the bins that you have up there. You want to take a guess at how many there are?
Probably 32.
Okay, I'm going to guess it's more toward 100.
100? Oh my God.
Let me ask you this. When was the last time you were actually upstairs?
Yeah, 10 or 12 years.
So 12 years that stuff has been sitting up there, which makes me question, based on what was downstairs, what upstairs looks like.
It's not that bad upstairs. It's not no clutter or trash. Everything's put away. A lot of new, clean stuff.
It's put away or it's
in
stored
the bins.
in bins?
Yeah, storage bins, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
two
there's
different things.
No clutter or anything to rake up off the floor.
But what we're going to do, Linda, we're going to start any minute. We're going to be bringing all those bins down. I'm going to have the junk team and the organizers do a chain. They're just going to hand it all the way off down here. We're going to line it up down through to the sidewalk here. So let's see what we've got to deal with, okay? You're in position. I want you to go up a couple of stairs. Up a couple of stairs. You're perfect. Everybody stand here. We're going to just pass it all down. Are you all ready? Everybody up there ready? Okay, let's go. Start passing. There's this toy box that says Kristen's Toys.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're going to want to keep?
I don't want to keep anything.
I'm so glad to hear you say it. I said to my team this was going to be a much easier day because all of the human waste and all of the deterioration of the house was really downstairs. But as we went upstairs, we were finding feces everywhere, holes in the stairs. In the master bedroom, you could see through to the attic upstairs. There was just cracks everywhere, and the house is settling. The structure is gone. I have to explain the bad news to Linda. Unlike what we all predicted, it's full of mouse poop and everything up there too, Linda. I'm sorry, honey, but you know, things are just as bad upstairs. Maybe there's no human waste, maybe there isn't any dog waste, but it's all mouse infested. Everything is urinated on, pooped on. You thought you maybe had 30 bins. At this count right now, we've got 202 out here.
202?
We've probably got about 1,000 boxes in there, in addition to more bins. Every other bin that I open is just full of mouse poop. I'm just gonna lay down what I see as a fact. This house is not safe. There is no way you can move back into this house. This house is probably going to have to be condemned.
That's my hopes and dreams of getting back in the house.
That was my hope and plan, to get you back in here.
I know. You worked hard to get this done, Kristen. I know that. My main concern is to get back into the house.
I didn't know it was that bad. I was trying to get you back in it.
I know that's my main concern. I went through all this stuff and I can't get back in my house.
My God, after I went through all this, why I got rid of all this stuff so I could get back in my house. My God! I've lived here since 76. My God! I went through all this and I can't get back in my house.
I mean, it's heartbreaking. I had planned and prayed and had all hopes of getting her back home. I tried. I tried to get her back in. Well, it's too far gone. I tried to do what I could.
I know you did.
I knew it wasn't healthy in there, but yeah,
I knew you tried to do your best. You run here, and you know, I thought for sure that to get back in the house. You did everything. You ought to be proud of yourself.
I tried to fix it.
I know you did. My God, I know that. But I'm proud of you. My God.
Not for sure it worked. Sorry. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either. The plan didn't work. I love my house. I really do.
Kristen was crying. Linda certainly was crying. I think today, even though there's a lot of despair for the family, there's also a lot of opportunity for freedom because we have the facts and everybody can start to make sense of what to do. Given that we can't get back in the house to access anything more, we have to leave what's upstairs. We're not going inside ever again, neither are they. It's now time for us to actually board up the windows of the house and put caution tape around the front of the house to give everybody the clear understanding that this house is uninhabitable. And it's really a sad day. It's a sad, sad thing to have to do. And it's even worse to have the person who owns that house and who loves that house watch me doing it. You know, normally we like to take the family through the house to show what we've done. And in this case, we have to stay outside. There's caution tape. We're not crossing it, and we're having our meeting outside. It's the final piece of the day. It looks like we're at the final chapter of this particular project of our work together. Dr. Zazio and I have put together an organizing plan specifically for you, Kristen, to move forward. So I'm going to hand this out, and I want all of us to just run through it because we have resources ready for you. Dr. Zazio and I put together an entire list, getting the family in place with the proper steps in order on how to go forward.
One of the things that we are going to offer you is therapy, because that's a big missing piece. That's one of the biggest things that led to this problem is not getting help and not being able to ask for help. I've started to research a therapist that Linda can access so that she can continue this dialogue about what has led to this horrific hoard and this house being condemned.
Appreciate every one of you. God bless every one of you, and may good things come to everyone.
Well, and you as well.
Yes.
And you, Kristen, and Shantae.
I wanted some change here, and I don't think I could have done it without help. Everyone done a wonderful job.
I love that house. A lot of memories in it.
You gonna be okay?
So heartbreaking.
I know. It's for the best, though.
I just have to, you know, move on and start fresh.
New beginning.
Yes.
I'm Mary. I have a husband and 2 beautiful children,
You can't get me.
Michael and Maria, and they mean the world to me. Every single room in this house is just full of stuff. There's a very small, narrow space to walk down into the kitchen. There's a couple little places where the kids can eat on the kitchen table. They play on the little section of floor in the living room. They make a space. All 4 of us sleep in the same bed. Our stove doesn't work, and our washing machine doesn't work. And I'm lucky enough to have my mother next door. I use her oven when I need to bake, and I use her washing machine to do laundry.
I can't open it. I wish the house was clean. There's this big piles, and I think there's like monsters hiding in the piles. And then they just jump out and scare me.
I'm Mike, and Mary is my wife. I met Mary in 1998, and I just didn't have any indication that she would be a hoarder then. Things started to change once we moved to Napa.
My grandmother and I were very, very close, and losing her was probably one of the most traumatic things in my entire life. After she passed away, that's when I started to lose control.
Mary pretty much filled up the house straight away, and then came the children. That's when the hoarding really escalated. She couldn't let go of the children's stuff, even though they'd grown out of it.
I just feel like when I get rid of one of their things, I'm losing a little bit of them somehow. Every single thing that they've ever owned is still in this house.
I'm Karen, and Mary is my sister. I haven't gone in the house because Mary hasn't invited me in, even though I've been living next door to her the last 2 years. I actually haven't been in the house since 1989.
I'm Angie, and Mary is my aunt. Me and my aunt's relationship has been strained for several years now because I don't understand how she could let the kids live in that situation.
They have never been unsafe. Their living areas has always been clean. At no time do I ever felt that their health or well-being has ever been affected.
There needs to be tough love shown. If Mary can't clean up the house, then we're all together as a family going to be willing to call CPS.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name's Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. We're here for one reason, to clean this house for these kids. Do you guys have any questions or thoughts before we get started? Yes, sir.
I want to get started right away.
Okay. Let's get started.
I think this should probably be throwaway.
Throw away?
All this is useless.
Okay.
After that's all gone, I want it to be swept.
Okay.
And then we can have a little break and we can get back to work.
Okay. I need a fist bump. Thank you, sir. I am used to being the #1 cleaner in the job. Not the case. Michael is hands down the best worker I have ever seen.
Watch out! Coming through! Coming through!
He's really excited. And it is Christmas morning for this kid, and I love it. I'm seeing him jump around and say yay, and he's giving us all high fives, and it's very contagious. But it's sad that the happiest this kid has been in years is because his house is being cleaned up.
Break time is over!
I just can't believe the amount of new stuff that is still here in the boxes. And look at this, she has more packages here. Look at that.
Now that we're in the house, we're seeing tons and tons and tons of boxes of things she hasn't even opened yet. Consumption is a serious addiction for her. When UPS boxes show up when my crew is here, that is just like someone taking heroin during an AA meeting. There's a lot of financial behaviors that are alarming. I can clean the house all day long. If we don't address what's behind this right away, this house fills back up before I get home.
Do you see yourself as a good mom? I am Dr. Michael Tompkins. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I specialize in the treatment of hoarding disorder.
I think I'm a great mom, actually.
So why do you have to prove it? By buying stuff. Do the kids have a college fund?
Nope.
Rainy day fund?
Nope, no rainy day fund.
This is not sustainable, and you are squandering the future of your children.
We're their last chance. They will absolutely lose these wonderful kids if they do not stop the consumption. We have to clean this room, okay? I have heard that you guys want to give some toys away. I want you guys to pick out 5 toys each. Go.
I'll give away this game.
Are you? Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm giving that away.
Wow, you're gonna give away your whole Thomas Strange set?
The cool thing is we just gave some toys to some kids that are gonna be really happy. But here's the challenge. How many toys do we still have in this room?
A ton.
Yeah.
I want to give a lot more stuff away.
All right, let's do it.
This is not that hard, really, actually.
I think this might be a keep thing. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm just confused. Twinkle Dee, Minimus, and then these are like, this is that one she sleeps with?
Oh. But they got a whole box of animals. So, I mean, how many do you keep?
Well done, Mike. Well done. Mary, that's it. Yeah? Mike doesn't like conflict, and he has been pushed back into this very passive role. But it's absolutely essential that Mary give away some control. Because this is not working, we've got to move faster. I wouldn't look anymore.
Can I pick one out for me?
Mary?
Yes?
I want you to think about that, because actually, this is all for you. It's all for you.
So, honey, we're pretty much out of time. No more sorting. Everything now has got to go.
What are you talking about, though, honey? We're almost done out here.
No, they've got 3 hours tomorrow to get the rest of the stuff out of the house. Otherwise, we're in a situation of the doctor having to report us.
Okay.
So we just have to do it.
I think Mike saw how far they were from what is necessary for me to feel comfortable not filing a CPS report, and then he began to panic.
I know I've been passive for many years, but it's got to be done. I'm not going to lose the kids, whatever happens.
These are the clothes that came out of the front of the family room. For the sake of time, can we take them straight to donate?
Can I just take a quick look?
Kind of negates what I'm trying to do here.
Well, just because I see one sock that just, these are his current underpants that he wears right now. Yeah, that's gonna be all.
All right, we're nearly done here.
I don't want CPS to have to be called, but we're at the end and we've got too much stuff. So at some point she just has to say, toss it, I want to keep my kids.
That feeling fades with time, losing something like that. What feeling of loss would never fade, would never go away, ever. So let's get real about that, okay?
Don't worry, Mommy.
It's all right, Annie.
Please tell Matt what you want him to do with this.
Take it, Matt.
Thank you, good job.
I feel more optimistic that we're going to make it now because Mary gave Matt permission to let go of things without her having to sort and go through them. That will make it doable.
Extreme sense of urgency is what I feel. Because if it's not done, at the end of the day, Dr. T has to report us to CPS. And that's not going to happen today.
All right, go for it, guys.
Oh my God. This is beyond believable.
I feel relief because now when I look at this house, I do not think it's necessary for me to call CPS. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
These kids have access from both the front and back doors. They have a clean bathroom. They have a sanitary kitchen. They have a bedroom with beds of their own. And they have an uncluttered and clean family area.
My name is Marjorie, and I'm 69 years old. My house, I would say it looked like a garage. Most of the stuff you see, I bought it. I was a pretty advocate watcher of home shopping channels on TV, and practically every time I saw something, I would buy it. And I just couldn't get away from it. As you can see, some of my stuff is still in the boxes. I would call myself a hoarder.
My name is Wesley Cielas Jr., and I'm Marjorie's husband. I lived at the house with Marjorie for about a year after our marriage. It just got to be too much. There was no room for my shoes. There was no room for my clothing.
If we can't be together as husband and wife, then that's not a relationship to me.
It cannot be a man and wife situation if this is not handled. I'm going to tell Marjorie that she has the choice. If there's no room for my being able to hang my clothing, no, I'm not coming back to that. Nope.
This was already here before he moved in. I've been trying for a long time, but when I'm by myself, it's hard. There's no one to talk to, nobody to laugh and kid around with.
My name is Evelyn. I'm 39 years old, and Marjorie is my mother. We all grew up in the same household, me, my sister Charlotte, and my sister Sarah. House didn't look that way in the beginning when we were younger.
I think my accumulating has probably started because most of the time I was by myself. You know, just buy stuff to occupy my mind.
The house now is unbelievable.
My name is Charlotte, and Marjorie is my mom. I think she just likes to hold on to stuff.
Well, my house actually started to get out of control when I had brought my mom out. My mom became a hoarder, and then after she had passed, I started accumulating some of her stuff.
My grandma passed in '96, and then the next year, less than a year later, my 3-month-old died of SIDS.
I had her that night till about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I took her back over, and she passed the same night.
My mom, she felt guilty, which of course, you know, it was no one's fault, but she took it really hard. My son was just murdered in 2008. I don't know how my mom handled my son's death. I guess like the compulsive shopping, trying to fill the void. Sorry.
I think her biggest problem was she didn't release it. She kind of held on to it.
She shopped instead of dealing.
I started to accumulate like pictures and articles of clothing belonging to my grandchildren because I didn't want to lose the memory of my grandchildren.
We're still living. Everybody else that you're looking at is already gone. So it's like, which do you want? Your life, or do you want the other half of it?
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in compulsive hoarding and OCD. Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Good morning.
The first thing that we're going to be working on this morning is the garage.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizer, and I specialize in hoarding.
Out back, we're going to be making a closet area. We've got Salvation Army who's going to be here this afternoon. We load up their trucks. You know what's great about them, right? They solve problems because of you and what you're doing. So it matters that you give away a lot so they can do a lot. Salvation Army is great.
We need to note the obvious. Your husband is not here right now. Obviously, that's raising some questions. What is his involvement in this process? If he's saying, I want the house cleaned out, we're gonna wonder, why is he not here?
In here, we just need to clear this pathway to that door.
When I was thinking about all of my things being outside, it kind of got me a little bit because I was trying to hide some of them in the hallway. She was finna dump my bag of new shoes.
There are shoes everywhere. How many pairs of black shoes could one person own?
They're all lamps.
Yeah, those are my lamps. I'm not getting rid of the lamps. I was feeling like I was losing control a little bit.
You acquire, you bring in, distracting against emotional pain.
This is just one room. We have about 6 more rooms to come out. So we're going to have about 2,000 pieces of clothing to go through.
Keep. Keep.
Yes?
Keep.
This one, okay.
And this right here, and those.
Okay. Now, Marjorie, an entire case of tissue. We were definitely having some spending problems here. We were really hoping that you could come by today. You're, really important part of this whole process. We called the Reverend to see if he was willing to come and work with us and talk with us, and he was quite defensive. We're now at 45 minutes past the time that he was going to be here, and it's really unclear if he's going to show up. One of the aspects that's been confusing about the Reverend is that he's basically implied that if she doesn't get the house cleaned up, that he's not moving back. Yet in our meeting with Marjorie, he indicated that it is death do us part.
Because I thought this is my wife. There will be no divorce. I don't think she's going to go out and get a divorce.
I told him I wasn't going to divorce him, but I cannot live with him over here. All he had to do was help me.
But there's some work that has to be done, huh? He went to give her an affectionate kiss, and she really resisted him.
I saw Marjorie's face. She just glazed over, and I could see that she was thinking, that's not what I had in mind.
It's all a really confusing mess, much like this house.
I'm not going to be committed to him if he's not committed to me.
One of the things that I'm working with Marjorie on is she really does shut down when she's around you.
Well, maybe I ought to leave. See, my car is right there.
As far as Reverend L concerned, are we done now?
Well, if you think I'm going to go out and ask him to come back, no, I'm not.
Okay, so you're going to get rid of all the clutter, and he's part of it.
My heart is telling me to let go.
Unless this relationship is dealt with in a professional way, I don't believe that Marjorie is going to really be able to deal with the compulsive hoarding itself.
Say one thing, but he means something else. It doesn't mean anything, it's just for show. That's why I don't believe nothing he says.
Today is about clearing clutter. I'm also asking you to really look, all of you, at clearing the clutter in your hearts and in your minds and in your souls, because that's what's really stopping it.
Dorothy needs to know, am I creating a happy home for the two of you, or am I looking to create a home for a single lady, if you will?
I guess what I really need to do is be specific about what I want in my life.
So tell me specifically, what do you want?
What I did want, I wanted my husband back. But after all of this has happened, I just gave up because it didn't look like we were going anywhere, because I couldn't get him to talk to me so we could work out our problems.
So where are you today?
Right now, I'm gonna try to go on with my life.
And,
Great.
And whoa, Reverend?
I've had enough. Oh, you can hear this. Thank you. So, could you unhook me? Please,
Well-
please.
Well, I don't have anything to
Okay,
do with that.
Excuse me. Oh.
The Reverend just suddenly decided, I don't want to be here. She hadn't even finished her sentence and he wanted out. So he left, and we were left wondering what was going on.
Interesting, because you said, I'm going to move on with my life.
He could have waited until I got finished what I was saying.
Right. Dorothy, what's the plan?
Wow. Plan is, number one, hug like crazy. We were here to save the marriage, but now it looks like we're here to save Marjorie because she was without a voice and with too much stuff.
Very happy right now because the biggest piece of clutter that my mom had in her life walked away.
I didn't realize how serious the hoarding was until this process happened.
It's going to be critical that she follow up with aftercare because there's still a lot of distortions in this whole hoarding process with her.
I think it's going to take a while before my mom is able to really deal with her emotions and what happened here today. But I know she's going to be okay because she has help. She's learned a lot. And she's going to be okay.
I got rid of a bunch of my things. And one thing I did get back was my life. It's amazing. And I am happy that I did get it back.
I'm Augustine, I'm 68. I used to be neat and orderly, but not anymore.
I'm Jason, I'm 28 years old. I'm Augustine's son. I'm very open about the fact that my mother is a hoarder and that I grew up in squalor. My mother chose garbage over being able to raise her son.
My name is Susan, and I am Augustine's daughter. When I was growing up, the house was cluttered, but it wasn't filthy. It was nothing like it is now, at all. There are rooms where the trash is literally probably 3 feet high. And I'm not talking about clutter, I'm talking about garbage.
mean, there's dog mess dried into the carpet and stuff, and it's just absolutely disgusting.
It smells horrible. I don't know how to describe it, but you don't want to go in there. At this point, she has no gas, and for that reason, she has no hot water. Her stove is not hooked up. She can't wash and dry clothes. Like I said, it was nothing like this. I mean, I was able to have friends over. It was nothing like this. When I was growing up, you never saw my mom without her hair done, without her makeup on. And you look at her now, she doesn't even have teeth, and she doesn't care. And it's just like two different people. The person I knew growing up, and I guess the person really Jason knows.
I don't have any memories of my mother's house being clean. Sometimes when I would be sleeping there, I would be awoken in the middle of the night by roaches crawling on me. I had to sleep with a fan on, because if I didn't have the fan on, I could hear them crawling around in the trash, and it would kind of frighten me and keep me up. The inside of the house stank, and so I stank, my clothes stank, and I got picked on a lot for that in elementary school. And I always knew, it's not like I grew up thinking that this was normal. I was used to it, but I knew that other people's houses weren't like that.
I think he was in, towards the end of the school year when he was in 8th grade, I believe it was. And they did come to remove him from the house.
They had about 6 police cars here. They had the police come up in here and take all kinds of pictures.
The parish decided that it was too filthy for her dogs to live there, and they took the dogs away. And then I guess if it was too filthy for the dogs, then it's definitely too filthy for a child.
It hurt. When they took him away, I just felt like they took everything away from me. Just like when they took all my dogs away.
So my mom came to me one day and asked if Jason could stay with me for a few days. And he lived with me for 10 years.
My sister was a 20-something single person with a career and everything, and suddenly she has to raise a teenager.
All that time, every now and then, she would say she bought something for Jason's room, which I thought she meant at my house, which she meant at her house for when he came home. But she didn't clean up anything in order to get her son back.
I mean, how hard can it be just to not fill your house with garbage?
Because that was her child. And she should have cared more about him than anything else.
My mom didn't set out to ruin my life. It's just something that happened to her. It's something that's going on in her brain that is not even necessarily her fault. I could only speculate as to what that is. I know she didn't have a good relationship with her own mother.
I was raised by a mother who hated me because she had me out of wedlock. In the 40s, that was a big disgrace. And she never let me forget it. All I ever heard when I was growing up is, you ruined my life by being born. I hate you. I should have given you away when you was a baby. Sometimes I feel like nobody loves me except my animals. And Susan makes me feel like that a lot.
She doesn't think she does anything wrong.
Susan throws everything away. She threw away all my Tupperware, some of my pots.
Every problem she has is somebody else's fault with everything. She blames Jason's father on disease, I guess you want to call it, getting worse. When she got pregnant for Jason and told Jason's father, she never saw him again. But Jason is 28 years old. It's time to get over this.
Dealing with my mother is going to be the hardest thing. We're not that close. We don't get along. So having to spend a couple days in her house is going to be hard.
My greatest fear about this cleanup is that she'll get mad and tell everybody to leave. I don't know what'll happen to her if she doesn't allow this cleanup.
Well, we're ready to start this morning. Look at all these people back here. Take a look.
Yeah.
You were worried about doing this because other people would have judgments about you, right? So instead of all that, who do you want people to see you as?
A nice person.
Okay.
Clean.
Okay. How do you handle trash?
And throw it away.
Got it. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have permission yet to throw it away. We just know that you are saying that that's probably what we're going to encounter, right?
I don't want my bottles and my crochet. She threw away my crocheted booties.
What you need booties for?
I sell them for $10 a piece.
My mother and my sister, I don't think they like each other very much.
Anything that means something to me, it don't mean nothing to you, you throw it away.
You know, it's more of an obligation than an emotional attachment.
Why does it mean so much?
Because I'm tired of seeing her live like this.
All right, so this is the family room. Jason, you used to live in here, huh?
Yes.
Okay, looks a lot different than when you lived here or not?
Not too much.
No, it was like this when you lived here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. Augustine's teeth. There are actually two sets of teeth in here, but one of them she knows of for sure, and it's by the reclining chair, and she really, really wants them. Her teeth are somewhere, okay? And you know, I know people are gonna say, hey, you're not really gonna ask her to put her teeth back in, are you? But the fact of the matter is she's dropped them in here many times and has put them in. We're gonna disinfect them, but we wanna find them. That's it.
I can't even imagine how they would begin this. This is overwhelming. So, I mean, if it were up to me, I would just bulldoze it all and start over. This is hell.
You're very courageous.
Thank you. I don't feel courageous looking at this.
Augustine is allowing lots of trash to be thrown away. She knows that people are taking things out. So there's a part of her that's giving permission. She believes that people are not here to hurt her.
Okay. All right. So come on in and sit down. Okay, wait a second. Tell me this is it. Mark, grab them.
There you go.
Okay.
I honestly didn't think I would find them, but if I could find the other half, that would be great. So this is one set.
Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is go get Augustine, so nobody move. Augustine, you found your teeth.
Yeah.
Don't put those in.
But what good would they do without the bottom?
Well, it's a start. This is the man who found your teeth.
Oh, I hope you find the bottom.
Okay, one more time. Don't forget that part about thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My mom should at least be acknowledging the things that these people are here doing for her. It's all my sister and I doing the acknowledging and the thanking, and my mom just kind of acts entitled.
I can't believe anybody could live this way. This is not a basement. This is not somebody's shed. This is somebody's house. I just can't believe this.
This is the story of the last 16 years of this house. I mean, I bet you could, if you could just peel back the layers and you would know what was going on in the world at the time, what was going on in my mom's life. It's just, this is like an archaeological record of the past decade and a half. My earliest memories is this. This is just what I've always known.
See Jason when he was 8 years old?
I remember when I was a kid, I had some toys in here, and I used to have access to this, and it got covered with stuff when I was very young, and I could never get into it, and I wanted to see if it was what I remembered in there. This probably hasn't been opened in 20 years, more than 20 years. I do actually vaguely remember this, which is weird.
I wouldn't be surprised that if we spent a long enough time with Jason that we'd find out that his emotions are pretty intense, but that is probably one way that he took care of himself, was to take a deep breath and try to develop a life for himself.
People seem to be impressed that a guy like me can come out of this. Yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly how you create normal human beings. You know what I mean?
You won't let them make you feel better. You won't let things
They
become
don't try
the
to make me
past.
feel better.
It's okay.
Augustine, do you still feel love for her?
She always says things hurt my feelings, so it's nothing new.
If you could say thank you,
I've told her thank you a few times.
can you say it today?
Thank you.
For what?
For helping me.
That's not what I want thanks for. I want to thank you just for taking care of your son, which you have never done.
They would have given him back to me if I had the money
In
for a
your
lawyer.
dreams.
No, that's the law.
I don't know if the law would have allowed it, if I would have chosen to come
It's
back
the
and
law.
live with you.
It's the law.
But the right thing happened. It was better for me
Well, I
to
know
go and
because
live with
we didn't
Susan.
have air conditioning.
No, that's not the only reason. How could I have grown up, been a teenager, living in this, and had any kind of normal life and development?
So I know it seems like we're off to a tough start, but actually this is the good clearing that we all need with one another to get the work and the clearing done inside. So let's go do that. Okay.
It was so hard for me to see the pain in Susan's face. I think she just so desperately wants her mother to say, I did something wrong and it hurt my children, and I'm sorry.
What chemical are you using on that?
The neutral cleaner that disinfects and gets rid of fungus, bacteria, you name it.
Just pulls it right off. Amazing.
I always had a tablecloth on there. with somebody who helped clean before in the past, they took it off.
Listen, it was pretty disgusting. You know,
I
that. Nobody would eat on that table no matter what, tablecloth or not.
Well,
I don't know, where did it come from?
we felt bad about your other chair coming apart when we...
Well, I have a recliner in the bedroom.
Well, we wanted to replace the chair that broke.
My understanding is that you all pooled your money together.
Yes.
And bought it for her. They bought that for you out of their own pocket money.
We chipped in for you.
Thank you.
We hope you like it.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
put
put
it
it
right
in
over here
place.
for you.
That is so great. Is that an amazing group of guys?
Oops. All right, Miss Augustine, come try this thing out. See if it works.
How about that?
Good. I'm afraid I'm gonna cry. It's nice to have somebody to care for you, to help you when you need help. Because I sure couldn't do it by myself.
I want to say to all of y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all went above and beyond anything that you needed to do. You didn't need to do anything.
Thank you, guys. Y'all are all really, really good people.
They've cleaned out just about every room. It actually smells good in there right now. It's amazing.
To think that she would relinquish control for people to go in and take out as much as they did really surprises me greatly.
Tomorrow, I'm not sure I'm going to answer my phone if she calls. I'm sure she's going to be looking for things that she won't be able to find, and she'll probably be upset.
This positive feeling, this excitement about what has been done is going to turn into something negative. She will find one thing that someone threw away that was not supposed to be thrown away.
Realistically, the only thing that I know would keep my mother from reverting back to her state of squalor would be regular visits from cleaning crews. I'd say the fact that we've got some aftercare going on does raise the odds, but I still think the odds are probably against us. I don't think anybody's going to come and help her clean up anymore. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can do being in Seattle. My sister says she's done. I think she's on her own.
My name is Mary, and I'm the owner of a consignment shop.
Hey, Mare, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's nasty out there. I always wanted to own my own consignment shop. There was a shop going out of business, so I bought all the clothes with the racks. I grew up in this house. It was a gorgeous 4-bedroom colonial brick house. My mom was a fabulous housekeeper. Things were always in their place. It was kept neat and clean. She was just a fabulous person. My dad, I guess you could say, hoarded paperwork. He tended to hold on to things that really were of no value. My oldest brother, Peter, also had the tendencies to hoard. He couldn't have just one leather jacket. When he passed away, there was like 25 leather jackets. When my mother was alive, I was living here with her and my daughter, and we had some really great times here.
My name is Elena, and Mary is my mother. My grandmother's death probably made my mom shop a lot more.
My daughter and I were absolutely devastated. She was very close to my daughter, and it was very hard for both of us. At that point, the hoarding took over. My mom, she passed away January 8th of 2008. And she left me this gorgeous home, and she left me a sizable amount of money, which obviously I bought so many things that they wouldn't even fit in the shop. And then it started to fill up the house. And I probably spent close to $200,000. This stuff came in last night.
You bought more stuff?
I couldn't say no. With shopping, it's a momentary high. It's an actual high. I love to shop. It's an addiction.
My name is Joanne, and I'm a longtime friend of Mary's and her sister-in-law.
Joanne is the ex-wife of my oldest brother who passed away 4 years ago.
My name is Vince, and Mary is my aunt.
Vince and I have been living with Mary for approximately 6 months, and the condition of the house is just packed full of stuff.
Mary's house, it's just a total wreck. It's disgusting, and it's hard to be in the house, even physically. You know, you start coughing, and it's pretty bad.
Unless you're blind, nobody would like to look at this stuff and live like this. It's awful. The kitchen is fairly large, and it's full of items to sell at the shop. The little den is full of clothing and items to sell. The living room is full of clothing and items to sell.
My mom and I fight about how the house looks.
They fight pretty often, and there's a lot of yelling that goes on in the house.
It's caused a lot of stress. I think my daughter resents the fact that I'm like this very much. She loves me as her mother, but I'm sure she's ashamed and humiliated it looks like this. Any child would be.
Vince's room and my room are relatively uncluttered, and that's who we are. That's how we live. And the impact that it has on his life and my life living the way that Mary has chosen has been very stressful. We've had many, many arguments, really bad arguments where tempers have flared.
Me and my Aunt Mary started arguing. I don't understand why she does it. I just got so angry, and I let out my anger. I broke my wrist.
The house in itself here is a lot of drama and chaos. It's bad.
Mary lives in a state of crisis, and it's created by this chaos, this disorganization. Everything is a crisis.
My spare cash that I have, I'm zipping through that. I only have several thousand left of the inheritance. Ideally, I would like to increase the sales at the store, get more business, stop buying, stop compulsively buying. If I don't stop spending money, I will be out of business within a couple months. Without a serious intervention, I am going to lose everything in my life. I will go under.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm a hoarding cleanup expert. We're here today to help Mary, who's facing a very serious crisis. Mary's hoarding condition is a little different than most because the hoarding is affecting her business and her house. You know, she buys stuff, she has customers bring stuff into her shop. There's no room for it there, so she brings it home. Her home is so hoarded that she's lost complete functionality of her home. So here's the plan. The only way we can get this done is to split our team up, okay? So you may not know this, but 2 of the organizers are going to be at your store all day today without you being there. We got a lot of work to do. We don't have a lot of time to fight about it, talk about it, okay?
Can I just at least see what you're tossing?
Well, here's the problem, Mary. Like I said, we have 2 days. You're going to have to let us use our judgment, okay? We're going to bring all the unknowns out here to this tarp. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's hit it.
Let's go.
Here, donate. Aw, donate. Trash, I have envelopes. Trash.
I don't see you being that stressed. I was expecting a lot more out of you, so I'm
day
proud
is
of
young.
you. No, I know.
But thank you. Let's donate them. Donate.
I'm Dr. Renee Renardi, and I specialize in treating compulsive hoarding, OCD, and trichotillomania. We're getting through a lot of stuff, just doing it very, very quickly, very impulsively.
I want this, I bought it, donate it.
But she's not really processing any emotion involved with that, which will be hard when she has to do it on her own.
What the heck is this? Oh my God. Look, there it is. I knew I'd find it. These were a gift. Oh, my robe. My robe, I was looking all over for this.
Oh, I found a quarter.
Okay, this is, oh, I love this.
We're starting with sort of a dig out process. There's underneath the racks, there's lots of boxes of things that people have brought to the store, she has purchased, but hasn't been able to put it out on display. I swear, I think these are my mother's dishes from 1970. She had the exact same. Yes. The biggest problem is there's too much stuff. And it's hard for a customer to make a decision, and anybody who doesn't like clutter and gets overwhelmed easily is just going to turn around and walk right out.
Mary is in a constant state of crisis and is just acting very impulsively.
No, donate these. I don't even care.
Very quickly, and that's how she's running her home, and that's how she's running her business. And this is something that it doesn't work. Her current systems with dealing with emotions, dealing with her business, dealing with her home are crumbling.
What is that stuff?
This is stuff I want, that I really, really want. I think when it was all brought outside and laid out front, it's just, you know, you could fill a few warehouses, and it was overwhelming that I've squandered the money on so many items. No, this is not getting donated, Joanne. I just bought this. Like, I feel guilty that I spent so much money on all these items, and today the realization hit me when they were brought out of the house.
I saw you go through a lot of this stuff earlier and not have any problem getting rid of it.
Well, not that, and not this, and not this.
Mary got on the truck, started going through the first bin that had just gotten dropped on there, and it was a bin that shouldn't have been there.
Okay, no, that's not good.
Right,
And I have a
right,
customer
but you
who I
can't give
promised this
permission
Lennox
to 20,000 items in your house because there's just not enough time.
I agree, but like that's
So-
Lennox that I promised to a customer. I knew I had it for her, I just didn't know
So when you
where.
found it in a year, you would give it to them? Because it was lost.
I know Mary very well, and I think that she's performing the way that I thought she would.
I want to go through everything.
I don't know if you should go through everything.
Well,
but
what else is in there?
I felt that Mary was getting off track. Nobody said it was going to be easy, Mary.
I knew at some point that my aunt was gonna stop everything and start going through stuff, take stuff off the truck. I kind of expected it to happen.
But are you gonna come in here and go through every box that we bring and put on the donate truck? Because if so, we might as well stop. Because if you're gonna have to go through everything, there's no point of us being here.
This is really kind of
Yeah, I know. Just put your seatbelt on, okay? You'll be all right.
She needs to realize that accidents happen, and that doesn't mean the whole day is ruined and that we need to cancel everything.
So is this the part where you say just stop? Yeah, I wanted to call it quits and cancel the whole thing. Wouldn't you?
I expect you to get upset because these things
Here
should
we
not be
go.
in the truck.
Here we go. So how am I not to believe that there's more tagged items in there?
I get it. But in the big picture, that's a drop in the bucket for what's in her house.
I don't think that's what
How
happened.
many items had tags in your house that have been buried for 2 years? They weren't making you money then either. So if we get rid of
But
a
if I
couple things
wanted-
on accident, so what in the big picture? If we can save your store, give your daughter a nice house to live in, and we lose a few items, in the big picture, does it really matter? No one's doing this purposefully to you.
Does
to
someone
hurt
have
you.
a bag that we can put these in? Thanks.
You're done listening, so I'm done talking.
Today, being the second day, I felt really anxious at the beginning of the day. I really wanted to just call this whole thing off and just live in my Own little hoarded world.
I don't want you
More?
to bail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
So,
bail. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm really ready. This is all good though, sorry. Oh, this goes to that set that I want to sell, the ballerina, good, good. This is a trash bag, but I want these bags that are in it. I told Corey that yesterday. I need them at the shop.
The game plan changed completely today because Mary would not let everyone do their own thing, which is common. If this is the only way we can get her to do it.
This is the only way we're going to get her to do it.
You know, she really freaked out yesterday, so we let her be in complete control today, laid everything out on the front lawn, and let her say yes or no to every single item.
Nothing's going on that truck, right? You swear?
It was very slow.
Where's the stuff you're bringing outside?
What did you think all this was? This is what we talked about. This is the plan. You want everything on the tarps. But do you see how much stuff there is? And if you have to touch and say yes or no to every single thing, how long this will take?
What am I supposed to do?
Go through it, save the best, get rid of the rest, and just glance at it, Mary. Remember how much stuff you have, okay?
Donate.
Something happened to her today in the middle of the day. Unfortunately, we're 75% through the job when it happened, but the point is it changed.
Okay, good. Donate. Donate. This can go in the trash.
It seems like from that point on, she's been throwing away a lot more stuff, donating a lot more stuff, and quickly making decisions like she hadn't been done prior to that.
Oh, I'm on a roll. I'm feeling so liberated.
So let's go see.
Thank you. Hi, Mary. Yeah. This looks good.
What do you think?
The difference.
Yeah, customers
really
were commenting yesterday when they came in the
Yeah.
store. They were like, wow, it's clear, we can walk through. So
They're really excited.
yeah,
Wow.
so I'll show you what I did over here, Mary. You mentioned that the
this is
pots and
much
pans
better.
do sell, so we saved some good ones
they
here.
do.
And then this is more inventory that can go out now.
This is really good. Thank you so much. I love it.
What you guys did is amazing.
Yes,
It really is.
Thank you so much.
And the fact that she trusts you enough to let your donation boxes all go away says a lot. Yeah, Debbie and Cindy, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Keep going.
I'm really, yeah, I'm
Good
really,
morning,
this
Jill.
is like surreal. I mean, it's really, I'm really touched. Being the owner of a consignment shop, I have a lot of therapy ahead of me. If I don't change my hoarding tendencies, I'm gonna have to give up the consignment shop. But I hope to recover from hoarding and to have a successful business. Look at the dining room, it's gorgeous. A real dining room.
How long has it been since you've sat at this table and had a meal?
It'll be 3 years in March. It was her 8th birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday stuff. This is absolutely gorgeous.
I think it brought back memories for her. You know, we used to always have Thanksgiving in there, and this was a really great house to be in. And I think that brought memories back, and I think the memories are gonna happen again.
What are we going to do to keep it from filling up again?
Well, I'm going to continue to declutter, just donate stuff, sell it cheap, and I can't go shopping.
There have been some really good moments of insight. I'm hoping that she'll be able to move forward with that.
You think I can do it now?
Yeah.
God. You know, I saw my nephew there who lost his father, my brother, 4 years ago. Oh, God,
You
all
may
the
have
people.
someone at home a lot more now.
I know, but all the people I've affected with this, I'm so sorry.
When she got home today, you know, and saw the house clean for the first time, you know, she had a breakdown.
I just see my nephew, and my brother died, and he's still such a good guy. I want the best for him.
You know, it was sad. So I know inside of her she has pain and guilt for what she did, and I hope this is painful enough for her to not go back and do it again.
I'm so sorry. I want everything to go. Do you believe I can really make it now?
It's something that she has a tremendous job ahead of her, and I think really challenging those thinking patterns. How much of this that she's learned over these last couple of days is she really going to be able to internalize? I think she's going to have to work twice as hard being a consignment shop owner than if she didn't have the business, because there's always going to be a rationale of, oh, well, I should save this because I can sell it, because she desperately needs to make money, but it's not through the ways that she's been trying.
I hope from a year from now that I'll have a whole new perspective on hoarding. I do not ever want to get back to this point again.
My name's Ken, and I'm 52 years old. When you got this much clutter, it's hard to do anything. Hoarding's definitely going to affect everything in your life.
I'm Noemi, I'm 32 years old. I'm Ken's wife. He collects everything. Food, clothes, anything that people think that's trash, he thinks that it's valuable. The stuff that I put in the trash, he'll take it out from the trash and put it back to where it came from.
I have a court date coming up within a couple weeks.
I'm Jim. I'm the city code enforcement officer. His property is filled with trash, litter, and debris. We've had complaints of roaches, mice, vermin coming from the property onto the neighbor's property.
He's a good guy, but he had this huge, huge problem. I don't think going to jail makes it better.
I already know that this is not good for me, it's not good for my family. I really don't want it in my life. I don't want it.
I'm Don, I'm Ken's brother. I think it's absurd that someone like Ken would go to jail. He really never hurt anybody, never did any criminal activity. For them to say that, it's just insane.
We've written plans for Ken. You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do something else. We gave him a copy of the plan. Nothing got done.
You know, I could figure it out logically what I should do. But then when I go to do it, I just can't. It's like someone else is controlling your hands and your legs.
How can I put my son into that situation? I moved out the end of May 2008. I want my son to have a good relationship with his father. I don't want him growing up and hating his father or not having to do anything with his father, because he's a good father.
I would like Kevin and Noemi to move back in and, you know, us to be a family, essentially. Hoarding is a legitimate disorder. People cannot follow these laws that have this problem. The greatest fear, I guess, is that I just can't comply. If I didn't get cleaned up for whatever reason, then the course that's already been set would be carried out. That would be the worst scenario.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Today we're obviously going to start on the outside. There's a lot to do on the outside, Ken, as you know. I'm Corey Chalmers, a hoarding remediation expert. You're going to have to make some tough decisions. You have a lot to lose. You have a family, you have a house, and you have some freedom that you could be losing here on Monday.
Right.
Let's prioritize what your projects truly are and what you're really going to work on, and let's get rid of the rest, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Are we ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's go.
I'm thinking probably a lot of good things will be thrown away. Things that are useful should be used, you know. That would make me feel a little better if what I had was being used. Is that a no donate thing too, or what?
This is definitely not a donate item. Who wants a broken one-arm pruner?
I would.
Why? I know you would. All right, exercise weights. Do you have a bar, a weight set?
This is it.
Is that something that you want to use?
Yeah, I would like it.
How many liquid nails and silicones does one man need to do projects around the house? There's 80 of them in your backyard.
I'm trying to trust Corey about, you know, what he's talking about, but I don't know if he's really met somebody that likes to fix stuff like I do. Can my son use this, or is this too...
It's disgusting.
A little hosing off, I mean.
Ken's really been dragging his feet today. He's been moving stuff around from pile to pile to pile. He also is keeping a lot of things that are completely useless. They're of no value.
All I can do is just you decide everything, because I don't, I don't.
That's not
I don't
therapeutic,
know,
though.
So you're gonna stretch out the pain for me this way. I'd
gonna
rather
be
have it
painful
all
for 2
painful
days.
for 5 minutes,
This isn't a 5-minute process.
Or an hour.
I'm gonna start telling you what I think is a good decision and a bad decision, and what's gonna keep you out of jail, and what's gonna send you to jail.
Oh.
It all boils down to making Ken make the decision right now instead of putting it off. So I'm gonna become a lot more forceful with him until he starts making the decisions on his own. And this is not a useful broom, correct? Correct. See all these bike racks?
Yeah.
Can we get rid of those?
I want to put them on the bikes.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding. Classic in compulsive hoarding is a tendency to rationalize why you're going to keep things. And this is a defense mechanism that people use so that they don't have to give up their stuff.
I don't have too many good ones. And this is a good one.
Listen, we have to get rid of this stuff. If jail doesn't make Ken realize that he has to do this, I don't think anything will.
Just put these here for now, or just maybe donate, because I think the makes
Okay,
are around.
those would not be donatable, just so that you know, because
Well, okay,
they're
then I'll
damaged.
maybe take them back.
Part of what I want to try to impress upon you is that 3-second rule, rather than, look over it and talk about it and that kind of thing. If you can, every 3 seconds, just try to make a decision.
I make really slow decisions your way. Just put it in the maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then I have to make even slower decisions later, and I won't get it done.
I'm
I know
talking
what
about a
works.
3-second rule, which is a very quick process. That's not a slow process.
the
3
same thing,
seconds
Ken.
is
Yeah,
very
but
quick.
I can't do it in 3 seconds, I think,
I'm honestly completely frustrated with Ken right now. He's shut down. He's not listening to any of our advice. He wants to go with his own plan, which is move everything into the front yard and then go through it again later. We did a 10 by 10 area and we're not even done with it, and this is what you have. We have a whole house to do. That's my point. If you want to pass inspection, it's not going to happen.
It's easy
Let's
to
do it his way, and then we, at the end of the day, if we don't accomplish our goals, then that's going to be it's Ken's plan. Okay, let's go. I'm really worried about Ken. He's tuning me out, he's getting angry. He is an incredibly high risk for going back to the state in which we started.
How are we going to work as a team right now?
This is somebody's...
Are we just going to stand here and watch you? Is that your plan? Don just gave a whole plan to the 1-800-GOT-JUNK people. He's changed everything.
Really?
He's apparently going to run the show.
If we could just cut through all the chatter and just
I know,
do it.
I know,
Let's just
that's
stop
Okay,
talking
Dawn,
about it,
you're sabotaging what we're trying to do here, okay? Because we're trying to work through this. And so when you're telling us don't work through it, let's not talk about it, that's sabotaging what Corey and I are trying to do right here.
Well, look, I have 50 years of experience with Ken. Talking doesn't work too much.
We might as well not even be here, because if we don't start to challenge his thinking, then nothing is going to be fixed.
So you're
What the
saying
experts are
it's your
saying.
way or the highway?
If you could have done this process, then you obviously
Over the
wouldn't
last
have
50
needed
years,
this. Yeah.
it hasn't worked. He has a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do this the right way with therapy from this point on, not starting after. You don't take a bottle from an alcoholic and say you're cured. So we have a decision to make.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
do you want to do it your way or do you want to do it our way?
I don't know about you, but I'm worried. We need to get into the kitchen and clean that right now.
Okay.
Corey is going to execute people in all rooms, starting to organize and that sort of thing. I'd like to ask that nobody change the plan.
The meat's 2 months ago.
2 months expired?
Do you want to pull it back out and put it in your fridge? Go right ahead. I highly recommend against it because I don't know where it's been. It looks red.
Well, I do. I know.
Okay.
I know it's good.
Okay. And all
Did you
this
guys
food
already
did get
talk
wasted.
about this?
He's not talking about much of anything.
Okay. Is this something that you would have eaten?
No, doctor. You know, I don't eat bad food.
Okay.
I guess that's expired too. These things last forever, virtually.
This is 2008.
Okay. May. God, I should have drank that. Oh, shoot. There's no expiration date on this one.
I can tell you that I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't even consider it.
Well, there's no expiration date on it.
You're right, because it's cooked. If you're asking me, I'm gonna say throw away 100% of the stuff in your refrigerator.
There was really no way to justify what was in that refrigerator. It was green, it was black, it was moldy, it was truly dangerous. We got a lot of honey here.
Is it bad? Are you just gonna throw it away?
Well, I wanted to ask you first why there's so much honey. Are you just a big honey eater? Or...
Is there a date on there?
January of '09. Do you want this to go or do you want it to stay?
I don't have a choice. It has to go.
You absolutely have a choice.
No, I don't.
Okay, well then
it's either let it go or go to jail.
Pick it up and throw it. Just don't show it to Ken. What is your plan for this?
Just to cover it so that everything doesn't get dusty.
We have to cover it. It's already dusty.
He's supposed to be here any minute.
How are you, Ken?
How you doing?
Good. I believe from 2 days ago, this property has improved itself approximately 200%.
And I hope from this point on, he's gonna realize, what a mess he's had, and he's not gonna return to that. I'm not saying he's cured, he has a long way to go, but hopefully today opened his eyes a little bit.
We're due in court Monday. I will talk with the city attorney, and I will probably dismiss this case.
It's much better, and I hope he'll have progress.
I think there's a good chance that Naomi and I can get back together. There's some issues we have to work out, I guess.
I'm Vivian. I'm a mother and a grandmother. I see something that might remind me of a certain person, or I know they like a certain thing, I have a tendency to buy it.
I'm Darlene, and Vivian's my mom. She'd start buying things and then put it off to the side and then forget that she'd bought it or forget where she put it, so then she'd just buy more things.
I'm Heather, and my mother is Vivian. My mom's a hoarder. When you walk in my mom's house, you'd have a walkway from the door to the kitchen to the one spot on the couch. When me and the boys would come to visit my mom, we'd have nowhere to sit. I'd sit on the floor.
I'm Maddox, and my grandma is Vivian. Basically, my grandma's house is kind of like trash. I mean, I don't like it because I climb over stuff. It's pretty, kind of bad.
I felt so alone, things made me feel better. So I had things. Things and more things.
I'm Jolene, and Vivian is my friend. I've never been invited into her home. I feel like she was embarrassed by it and didn't want me to know how bad it might be.
I avoid the house because of the state of the house. If I do go in there, it's very brief.
It's very hurtful. They use the condition of the home to avoid me.
There's been a lot of hardship and recent hardship.
Her daughter is under the influence of substances that are not making her be herself.
My mom had taken Maddox, and my best friend took my younger son, Anakin.
The baby was not able to stay because it's not clean, it's cluttered.
Maddox thinks that I just let Anakin go away from us. And that's not what happened. I was trying to be the better mom, a good mom, by doing the right thing. The couch was the only place that we could sleep, both me and my son, and that was tough. So to make it comfortable for him and me, I just decided that the garage was probably the best place for me to be.
The hardest part about living in a messy house is probably just not having a room and worrying every day and feeling bad that something bad will happen or something.
Both Anakin and Maddox would be fostered, cared out, or CPS would take them if I don't get this house cleaned up for them to stay in.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Morning.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. This is a unique situation. If we don't get this house clean, it's possible that Maddox could not stay here long term. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's do it. Maddox, you lead us in, buddy.
Oh, leader.
I think my pants are falling down. That jacket, just leave it. I got it.
Maddox is like the greatest kid. Hey, Maddox, pace yourself. Don't take everything out at the same time.
Yeah.
He is a hustler. He's trying so hard, and everyone in this house has got to jump on board.
Trash.
I know.
Donate.
I'm just putting
Trash.
all scrap of stuff.
Those are
together.
donates. This is trash.
Vivian's doing a great job. She's hustling, she's working really hard. But day one, you're still trying to earn her trust, and you don't really push too hard. I'll be honest, I'm a little confused because you're doing awesome.
Thank you for
Like,
saying that.
this shouldn't be this good this fast. So what's going on? Why?
I'm ready.
This looks easy for you.
I'm ready.
Okay. Maybe it's that simple.
Hey, Grandma. Sorry to interrupt your banana, but you're doing really good.
So are you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Working hard, okay?
When nothing happens on the first day, it just lets me know that there's something huge is going to happen tomorrow. They were on their best behavior today. Everybody's being nice and happy. Well, this is a hoarding job. I mean, the problem is there's a big storm coming, and that's scary. All right, how are we feeling?
Ready to go.
Okay. I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and hoarding disorder. We show up this morning, and the first thing that we notice is that Heather is nowhere to be found.
I don't know why Heather's not up. I mean, it's not that early in the morning. 20 other people got up.
Vivian has an extremely strained relationship with her daughter, Heather. And Heather has told her, I am not going to stop using drugs until you deal with your own addiction, which is your stuff.
For this house to stay clean, for you to stay here, the whole family has to work together. I think Heather lives in the garage and does her own thing. She doesn't see the urgency or the reality that her son could still be taken from this property. Heather's not up, so not my problem. If her stuff gets thrown away, I don't care. All right, I'm here for Maddox. You gotta be up to have a voice. She's not up.
Let's get started.
All right,
All right.
let's go.
I'd like to check in with you. I am curious about your telling me that perhaps unconsciously the hoard was a way to keep Heather out. And if this house is clean, will you be able to set your boundaries?
If I concentrate on just that, this gets worse. I have to make a choice. That's how I'm viewing it. If I'm wrong, I need to know. Hey,
You want me to hand them?
When I first walked in the house, I was just took my breath away.
All right, what are we thinking?
Just amazing. Just
And this has got to be overwhelming for you guys. I'm trying to put myself in your positions.
I'm trying not to cry either.
You're allowed to cry, buddy.
Crying is okay.
This next room, we did this for you and only you, okay? Let's go see your new room. Come on.
What so cool.
Nice, buddy.
Wow.
What are you thinking, man?
Oh.
I'm so excited for you.
Maddox is safe. He's free from the fear of Child Protective Services coming in, and Vivian now has a safe environment to take care of him.
Are you taking the top bunk or the bottom bunk, buddy?
I'd rather take the top so Anakin doesn't like fall down or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. You put on all my Legos.
This is just wonderful. He's gonna get a good night's sleep and a new life.
We came to help Vivian and Maddox and Anakin, and we've done that. And I have to leave being okay with that. Heather's got an enormous amount of work to do. Vivian's got an enormous amount of work to do. Maddox has an enormous amount of work to do. Did we change this kid's life? No. But at least they have a chance.
Tonight I'm gonna sleep up in my own bed.
My name is Jim. I'm a retired construction worker. First time I realized that there was money in recyclables when I was an air traffic controller. And they threw away a bunch of radar antennas. So I took them down to the recycling yard and got $300 for it. I fed my family and I paid the bills out of what people threw away in this town.
My name is Bailey, and Jim is my grandfather. For about 7 years, I've been living with my grandparents.
Bailey started dumpster diving with me when she was probably maybe 4 or 5. So she was always riding around with me, and I'd see something and I'd stop, and so finally she says, I want to look too, I want to look.
My grandfather started playing this thing called the Lucky Trash game. He'd say that the food that we found was still good, so he'd take it home.
And so the Lucky Trash got to be kind of a term we used.
Because of my help, our house doubled in trash, but I didn't really understand anything about it. I thought it was just a game.
I realized I had a problem, and I started having trouble with the city. And then somebody had called the police department and said there were rats running around the front yard, which wasn't true, but, there's nothing like a good story to get, everybody stirred up. I think that the gravity of everything came home to roost on the 6th of August.
My name is Dawn, and Jim is my husband. The children were scared. I could see it in their faces.
The police came. I'm like, ooh, excitement. And then they said that they were going to turn off our electricity and we couldn't come here until our house was cleaned. We've been homeless for 2 months.
My name is Charles, and Jim is my grandpa. The worst thing in my house is there's lots of trash everywhere.
I never in my entire life thought that, I'd ever be homeless.
I really miss my grandma and grandpa's house.
My name is Adrian. Jim is my stepfather. My relationship with Jim was terrible. I was verbally abused all the time.
I'm a very difficult person to get along with. I have a very intense personality. If you're a friend and your house is on fire, I'm the first one through the door. If you piss me off, I don't forget easy.
I'm John, and I'm Jim's brother. My brother Jim is an expert at manipulation. We used to nickname him the schemer. And the whole family called him that because he was so good at manipulating people.
So I learned a lot from him, like how to get into your head. Living in Jim's house, I think that nobody should get used to it, but I think that Bailey and Charlie, that they're accustomed to the situation, so it probably doesn't bother them as much. It should, but they know no better.
My brother cries a lot because he wants to know why we don't live in our house. He doesn't understand that much.
As bad as it is, look at that little boy's face, and he says, I want to go home. And all that trash and everything is still his home.
Good morning, Jim and Dawn. Nice to see you. I'm glad we're all here getting this taken care of finally. I'm Officer Hallman with the City of Upland Code Enforcement. I've been dealing with Mr. B for the last 4 years. Pretty much a continual, as you can see, habitual offender.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I have expertise in treating hoarding behavior. This has been a real wake-up call for you.
Amen.
And I'm hoping that this will, in addition to clearing out, that we're going to actually set the stage for you getting help with this problem over the long term.
Let's do it.
All right, great.
All right, let's get started. Yeah.
I have not spoke to my mom or Jim this morning. I'm just sitting over here watching the progress. It's almost as if he just found a way to have other people do the work.
I think Adrian is really anxious to try and fit back into the family again. I'm just not sure that this is going to be the door that opens that relationship.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah. What?
Someone's here. He wants to help. My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm a hoarding cleanup specialist. Can Adrian come and help in the garage?
He can help in the garage.
Okay. It's a good start, right? Or were you hoping he'd say no?
All right.
Good.
Pitch in.
There you go.
I think I made a mistake. Adrian came in to help, and then you left, and I didn't connect the dots. So what's the story with Adrian?
Well, there's other issues, and I don't want to digress or be distracted from what our purpose is today.
Now we hear there's a lot of history between you guys of fist fights and
Yes.
all over this problem.
He doesn't come in this house, and the reason he doesn't come in the house is because of previous problems that we've had.
I just never really had a good childhood because of the mess, so always had to lie about where I stayed at.
And is it because you're afraid you're going to lose your temper with him? Or
Yes,
something?
absolutely.
I think part of Adrian is just waiting to be able to say, look, I told you so.
You know, I don't want to be like I used to be. So, and you know, and it's just going to bring up old issues, and it's not worth it.
I could just see it in both Adrian and Jim. There's going to be this one-upmanship.
You know, he wants to help outside. I got no problem with that. I don't want him in this house.
Today, the light went back on as far as hope for Jimmy, because when I saw him, he had shaved.
Like I told the guys this morning when they showed up and were so surprised, it's a new start, new look. Cleaning up the yard and cleaning up my act.
Adrian wants to make a request of you.
Of me?
Of you.
Go ahead.
If you could permit me and allow me in the house just to clean Charlie's room. I feel because I've never met Charlie and I think it's important that he has a room.
Yeah, well, I can understand your request, but it's denied. I don't want you in my house, and you know why.
I don't know why.
Do you want to tell him why?
You know something, Doc? The whole goal of this thing was to clean this house. You know, I didn't want any distractions. You know, I've done my damnedest to stay out of an adversarial relationship. I've asked several people, hey, would you mind doing this to avoid any conflict? And here we are. So, no. The answer's no. Stay out of the house.
I'm just here to help, so.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate your help outside, okay? But I don't want you in my house. And you know why.
I don't know why. Why? Can you tell us?
Do you know what happened?
Well, Adrian knows what happened a few years ago, which was really out of line.
One incident.
He's not coming in the house,
But
John.
that makes you look like the bad guy.
I don't care what I look like. The whole process was to get this, you know, this house clean. It wasn't to go over old family history.
He came over here after having been drinking.
Well, yes.
Swore horrible words in front of Jim's 90-year-old mom.
No, that's not true. This is not.
She was in the car.
This is not true.
She was in the car, Adrian.
I don't remember her being there. So
Well, it's maybe
possible. It's
because
feasible.
you had been drinking. It's possible you didn't remember for that reason. Yeah.
He's sick. He needs help too.
Well,
and the miracle of this forgiveness is once you forgive somebody, you don't have to carry it around anymore.
I'm not carrying anything around, John.
Oh, you are raging about it.
You know, I'm raging because
He hates you too.
You know, I can't change Jim's mind.
You can stick up for your family, which you've
He
known
is my family. I've been married to this man as long as I was married to Dad.
Adrian is a tragic figure, actually, because he's hooked into blaming Jim for everything. You may never be able to fix things, but I think you probably could fix some things between you and your mom. I really have been encouraging Adrian when he gets back home to actually see if he can get into some counseling.
I finally got to the point where, you know, the best way to handle that was just to get out of there. And I know there's going to be a lot of things that are going to get thrown away and lost, but that's the price of doing business. What do you think, Charles? Pretty nice, huh? I saw Charlie's face coming out of his soon-to-be bedroom, and, you know, it's making all this worthwhile. It's going to be your bedroom.
Okay.
So what do you think? These are the 2 rooms we got completely cleaned today.
Wow, what a difference. It was like a miracle because I've never seen those 2 rooms clean.
What do you think, Officer Hammond?
Very good. Big change from before. Well, let's see what's on the rest of the house.
Didn't get much in here. I mean, we didn't even spend any time in here, to be honest.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Wow, this was a room that was completely full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's just going to be so thrilled.
A lot of work has been done. That's clearly evident. However, we still need more work.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to let you come in yet.
You know, I don't think Jim was surprised that the grandchildren are not coming home, but I think Dawn was. You could really see it in her face when Officer Holland told him that she could not bring the kids home yet.
I think we're on the road. People say, well, you know, you think you're ever going to have a problem doing this again? I sincerely can tell you that I don't think that day will ever arrive, ever.
My name is Lisa. I am 31 years old and I teach elementary school. I kind of live this secret life as a hoarder. I come home and I have to live in my bedroom. You wade through my room to get to my bed. There's a path to my bathroom, and it's basically where I live now.
My name is Kate. I'm 23 years old, and Lisa is my sister. It's unsanitary, and I worried for her safety because there's mice running around in her kitchen, and she can't prepare any food in there.
Why can't I fix it? How did I let it get this way?
My name's Eric. I'm Lisa's boyfriend for about 3 years. I've been in her house like twice. Her house is just kind of this place where I drop her off, you know. It's sort of like floors me that there's this whole other thing that she just kind of not taking care of, you know. If we were deciding to go to the next level, yeah, that would be a barrier.
I'm Anne. I'm Lisa's mother. I've noticed in the last while the relationship between me and Lisa has become very strained.
I feel like my mom doesn't quite get the issue that I have, that I should be able to just clean up my house in a day. I mean, I love my mom, but I kind of feel like she's constantly rubbing the wound with salt. This past Christmas, I did get a book from her called The Gift of Nothing. She thought it was great, and I wasn't really thrilled with it.
She cried and she cried because she felt so bad and she was so angry because she did all the work for the rest of the family for us to have a good Christmas. And she didn't get anything in return, not even a thank you.
I have used collecting things as kind of a timeout for myself. That break from being responsible for everything.
Definitely, I think Lisa's a hoarder now. Years ago, I wasn't certain, but things definitely have gotten out of hand.
I can see it getting worse and having dead animals or just how unsanitary it could get. That's a scary thought because then that means I could lose my sister.
I need help, and I can't handle it anymore by myself.
So good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you all for being here. I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. You know, Lisa is totally ready to have this happen. And Eric, how are you feeling in terms of, you saw the house yesterday. What are your thoughts?
I'm encouraged. I'm really encouraged.
a lot of people here, so I think we can get some good stuff done.
Okay. Mom, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
What are your concerns today?
We've kind of done this before, the both of us, and it didn't last.
Starting with this green thing.
Giveaway. Keep. Giveaway.
Giveaway.
Those I keep. And then that can go.
That's a giveaway. Okay. Good job.
These are donate.
Eric, she's doing well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Where's the pet stuff? I just don't know where anything went.
Do you want to just hand the stuff to me and I'll run it to the boxes?
Yes. My mom, Kate, and I were just cleaning up in my bedroom. My mom was surprised at all of the stuff that came out of there. She kind of winced and made a face.
Is this for breakfast in bed?
No, just throw the English muffins away.
She makes these negative comments, like, hold stuff up, like, well, why did you need this, or why do you even have this? And Lisa said, no, I want to keep that. She'd be like, no, you don't need it, and like get rid of it for her.
Still kind of feel like my mom is trying to tell me what to do. Trying to control the situation.
My name is Dr. Scott Hannon. I am a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in anxiety disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, and compulsive hoarding. In this family, there's a lot of worry about criticism and judgment.
It's just getting a little too personal right now.
Yeah. So it sounds like you take a lot of this on yourself, and then it makes it difficult to.
I think the rest of the family is blaming me.
Ah.
Can't let my mom see that I'm giving those away. She'll want to bring them to consignment.
I notice you're getting kind of frustrated and tense right now.
Yeah, well, because I'm kind of in a pissy mood. I just am sick of being around people right now. Maybe I'm just thinking you're being a jerk right now, to be honest.
You could be. That's fine.
I need my space.
The one thing that really concerns me, it's not a unified family, so I don't know how she's going to get through it all, really, before we're done.
I'm done for today.
Okay.
I don't hoard toasters. God, I'm a toaster hoarder, excuse me.
What's interesting is Lisa's sister, Kate.
I like that one better. I kind of do too. Yeah, give away that one.
She doesn't say to her sister, you've got to do this, this, or this. It's light, it's fun, it's collegial. And for Lisa, it's the best organizing partner she's going to find.
The better to beat you with, Kate.
Her mom, on the other hand, is more questioning Lisa's decisions.
I just feel like collecting all the pots, then decide which ones you want.
I'll go through the pots later.
Here she is trying to move on, make her own decisions, and get her house in order, and her mom is slowing down the process.
I make a suggestion. Put it in your storage, the greenhouse, and put your gardening gloves and stuff in it. Hang on a second. What just happened?
I just said no.
I was just giving her a suggestion, thinking toward the outside, this would be good to hang.
Oh, so you're encouraging her to keep something. She just said give away. You do like to keep things.
I know, I know.
And what's your story?
No, I'm very partial to flowers and gardening and greenhouse. So that caught my eye.
Yeah.
My mom was telling Lisa not to get rid of stuff. And so that brought up the question, well, does my mom have an issue with getting rid of things? So that prompted the idea of going to her house and me taking some pictures to show the stuff that she accumulates at her house.
That's in the midst of being organized
Half of that's my mom's, half of it isn't. This is total stuff for Peru I'm trying to pack. This isn't representative of me. This is my mom's couch that
And all of that
we were
stuff
trying
is
to
yours.
decide which we were going to upholster. This is not representative of me. I've moved into a house that has 40 years of my stepdad's stuff still there.
You can certainly see that this is a problem that can run in families. And, you know, part we believe that there may be genetic component linked to it. Part is also learned behavior. You know, we watch our parents as we're growing up, and if they're having difficulty letting go of things, we learn that same type of behavior.
I feel like these pictures are saying Lisa's problem is partially her mom's fault because look at the way her mom's living.
You're just trying to understand it better.
I don't want to be attacked because that is the way it is. It's a lot of it.
My stuff. You can't.
I don't want to get in an argument.
See, this brings up a
feeling
lot
like
of emotion.
I'm being attacked as it is, and I'm not going to take responsibility for Lisa's problem.
It's not about you were the one that's responsible for this, and this we kind of look at this as
But
one.
when you go and show a picture of my house, taking it out of context, it's basically saying, hey, this is why Lisa is the way she is, and I'm not going to do that.
We're not blaming you for anything. But I think when I'm asking you if you have any empathy towards my issue.
Oh, I have plenty of empathy.
Because
Believe me,
I feel
have
like
empathy.
most of the time I'm getting a finger pointed at me that, oh, it's your stuff here, it's your stuff there.
It's not about pointing fingers, because that's not going to get us anywhere. She wants your help. She wants to help you, okay? And I can see that you both care very much about each other. When this stuff comes in there, it's hard to see that sometimes because it's frustrating dealing with all this stuff. But remember that you both care a lot about each other.
Right.
And you were both there to help each other a lot.
We're all going to be better after this. We're going to move on and have better lives.
This I don't need.
I think Lisa's on the path. Take a guess at how many boxes we've gone through so far? This is about 300 boxes.
That doesn't surprise me.
That we filled. I've never seen someone who is a hoarder get rid of as much as she did.
Hi.
Hey.
You want to come inside?
Yes, I do. Holy cow. Wow. Oh, this is cool. This is actually like a living room now. Oh, man.
But I don't think you've ever been in the kitchen. I have a real kitchen.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, how do you feel?
It's good. There's still work to do, but it's definitely something that I can get help for. You can help.
I'd be happy to help.
Awesome. Determined. Thank you.
I'm so proud of her that she has taken this step, and I absolutely see a future with Lisa and I.
My name is Missy, and I'm 46 years old. I think I was always messy. It was just easier for people to come in and clean up after me than it was to fight with me about cleaning up my room. There are really hurtful words that come when you live like this. Pig, filthy, disgusting, freak. I've been called all of that before. When it was just me, I think it was a matter of I'm just used to it. But it's not just me anymore. It's from me, you know. I feel responsible for it. And it scares me for him, and it really upsets me with me. I can't address it in myself, so how the heck am I supposed to address it in him?
I'm Dr. David Dia. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a certified cognitive behavioral therapist. There are several different factors that play a role in how hoarding actually comes out. So let's say in Missy's case, she has a lot of thoughts and beliefs regarding her memory, and she wants to keep these items around so that she doesn't forget them. If she puts them away, they'll disappear forever. Alex, on the other hand, has much more of an emotional attachment to the items.
If it's not cleared up, then my kids are going to suffer for it. There's no telling what kind of things these kids could get into if they're forced out of the house because of the mess.
Hello, Alex.
Hi.
I'm Geraldine. Hello,
Hi,
Missy.
dear.
Pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Come on in. Great, thank you.
I'm Geraldine Thomas, and I'm a certified professional organizer specializing in chronic disorganization.
So this is your living room, family room?
This is it. The kids do the video games over here in the corner. This is their table, and everything happens on the table. I've even been known to eat at that table in these tiny little chairs.
Okay.
We don't use the dining room table because we can't find the dining room table.
We eat on paper plates, we eat in paper bowls, we eat with plastic utensils. We found that it's cleaner to do that because the dishes would get piled up in the sink. And if we eat on paper plates, then we just throw it all away. In the big bedroom, there are clothes everywhere.
I see a baby bumper.
Yeah, Alex tends to fall out of the bed, and he sleeps in here. They both sleep in here with us because they can't get to their beds.
Oh, the kids' room. The first thing that would jump out at you in that room is that there's no room to play.
This is really the only room that gets any attention on anything like a regular basis, and we try.
How often do you try?
There's usually kind of a clean sweep made in here every couple of months.
Okay. When you are doing the clean sweep, how does that feel?
Confusing.
Uh-huh. And after you're done?
Still imperfect and confusing.
Okay. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's so difficult for you?
I don't know.
I'll be honest, I'm worried about both of them. I'm worried because this causes lots of anxiety and panic in people who are used to being surrounded by things.
If we go through all of this and it goes back to the way it was, there will never be another effort to clean it up again. Never. I will lose all hope if that happens.
Good morning, Missy
Good
and
morning.
Alex. Are you guys ready to work?
Yep.
Okay, good. Dr. Dia, you'll be working with Alex today. Does that sound fun? Good. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's go.
Let's dig in. Okay. So where are you starting?
This is one of Alex's creations.
Okay. Everyone usually starts off very enthusiastic until you start wearing them down and asking them to make decisions, and then it gets more difficult.
This, it came because I ordered it.
Okay.
But then I found one that I already had.
Could you return that and get a refund?
Probably so, yes.
Okay, is that something you're likely to do?
No.
I just want to spend a minute thinking about why you would never get to the post office.
It would just be put off and put off and put off. And eventually it would just end up back on the couch again.
Okay.
The confusion is huge. That's a huge part of it. Because I just don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you gotta stay off your bed for me. You gotta be over here working. You're the one throwing this stuff away, not me.
No, that. I want to change this.
Okay, but it's just a box and the toys are gone. Do you really need it? Alex? What are you doing with that? Alex?
Let's see. This is Alex's.
Okay.
This would go in this drawer. And there's a couch.
Go sit on it for just a minute and enjoy.
That is my goal, to provide my family with a good, functioning, healthy home.
And what if you're not good at providing a good, functioning home?
Oh, God, I don't know. If it goes back to the way it was, I don't even know.
Dr. Dia, I think, has a plan for you today.
One of the things we'll be working on is putting away some of his stuffed animals, using a term that you use, the time capsule.
This guy can go. We'll go in and box up some stuffed animals, just the ones that he doesn't play with very often. And if he doesn't ask for them, then maybe in 4 or 5 months, we could just get them out into donation.
To me, like 4 or 5 wouldn't take up that much space. He would have plenty of the fluffies to play with. Does that sound reasonable to you to start off with?
For him, I would say more. I would say, and we have so many to choose from here.
Right.
I would say 10.
Okay, so we can put that over there and then we'll go back through and count 10.
Oh boy, oh dear.
Her hurdle is going to be this time capsule stuff. She's got to have a place to store these things. She can't keep doing this forever, so she's got to keep very focused and streamlining things. That's probably going to be the biggest hurdle.
Didn't realize stuffed animals could get so heavy.
Stuffed animals.
Does it look like the same place? No? And guess what? I have all your toys. So, what's this?
Lego.
So this is the Legos home. So we got hats here. You got some extra space here if you need it. Oh, another hat. There you go. Good job. Well done.
I like it to be clean. Thank you for cleaning.
Oh, sorry?
Thank you for cleaning.
Oh, thank me for cleaning? Really? Oh, thank you, baby. Dr. Dia is still going to be working with us on this problem. Hoarding does not go away.
It's at a tenuous place right now. You know, it could easily backslide. But I think with the continued support and encouraging them to move in the right direction, that we can keep them going.
One weekend isn't going to fix everything, no matter how good the house looks.
The only thing to know is just to know that I'm happy.
I'm Barbara, and I'm a mother of 10 children. and I've been a homemaker most of my life. I love to do gardening. I've never felt that I'm a hoarder. I'm a pack rat. The difference between a hoarder and a pack rat is you keep it more organized. You have places to put the stuff. You don't crowd your house up.
I'm Joey. I'm Barbara's youngest daughter. My mom's an extreme hoarder. She has pretty much everything that you can imagine. Broken, new, used, including garbage. She gets her stuff from everywhere. My mom will drive around the neighborhood and even in other towns, and if she comes across something that she likes in someone's garbage, she'll pick it up, and then she'll put it in the back of her car and bring it home.
I'm Jeff, and I'm Barbara's fifth son. Up until I was about 6 years old, we had a normal life, like any other family. The rooms were always clear, clean, it was open, there was no hoarding or nothing like that.
I'm Brandon. I'm Barbara's sixth child. I was 5 years old. My mother was at work. I saw some matches laying on the ground. I grabbed them. I went upstairs with some paper and I started lighting the paper, and then I heard somebody come in and I put it out, but I think it still had the red embers on it, and I stuffed it under the bed and it reignited.
And the curtains were on fire. And I just grabbed my brother and I towed him downstairs. We ran over the neighbor's house. We lost everything, and it burnt to the ground. She was never really the same after that. When she moved into the house she's in now, that's the first time I really started noticing that she started putting stuff in that front room. And as the years went on, it just got worse.
When the house burnt down and I lost a lot of stuff, that started me starting to collect more and wanting more.
More stuff just kept coming in, started piling higher and higher. Last time I was in there, about 4 years ago, you couldn't even get into the living room. If you wanted to go in there, you would have to crawl over something.
My dad passed away in May, and she fell extremely ill soon after. She was in the hospital. The doctor told my mom, either you go stay with one of your children, or I'm gonna put you in a nursing home until you're recovered.
That's when she come to stay with me. There was just no way she can live there. I know if code enforcement will come in there now, she's gonna lose everything. She has nowhere to sleep. She has nowhere to cook. Her bathroom is completely consumed, and she don't see that.
I want to go back. I want to be in my home. It's the last place my husband and I live.
I'm afraid if something falls on her, she can't get it off her. And that's my worst fear, for dying in that home, because it's out of control.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. Barb, you got a lot of people here to help. We've got a very willing family, which is good. I've done about 2,000 houses in my career, and this is in the top 5 of volume. This is a massive, massive undertaking. So strategy-wise, we're gonna get into the side yard. Are you cool with that strategy, hitting the side yard first?
Yes.
Okay, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
We really don't have a lot of options. The front door is completely packed. The only option is to go down the area on the side of the house and hopefully get to the back door. What are you thinking about this pile?
I can't throw them toys away.
My name is Mark Pfeffer. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and specialist in hoarding disorder.
I'm curious why you're upset about this.
Because those are things I've collected for my grandkids a long time.
As we started sorting Barbara's items, we could see immediately that the sentimental savings of items was very important to her.
I can't get rid of my bear. The smell will go away. I can't throw him away.
We must remember that Barbara recently lost her husband, and her emotions are really, really at the surface.
So how are we doing in here? Can you get in there a little bit, maybe over by that chair? Usually by this time in the process, the anxiety's going down and we are skyrocketing.
You can't just trash this stuff, Jeff. This isn't trashable stuff.
It is.
Now, the stuff in the backyard under the tent, a lot of that can be saved.
99% of that ain't gonna be able to be saved.
Well, you don't know that. I haven't got a choice. There's no choice in this within this situation.
Mom, you made a
there ain't no choices in this
Mom,
situation.
you made a point of situation where you made you to have no choice. This is where it all began.
Well, how,
I'm trying to help you.
What do you want me to say? All I know is this is not junk in here to be tossed away.
There's stuff that you haven't seen for freaking...
Not in this room. No, leave me alone.
What's going on? What's going on? Don't walk past me. Come here. What's going on? Stop. Calm down. What's going on? Talk to me.
I can't make a choice in what they do with that stuff in the living room because it all has to be gone through.
Well, what's in there?
There's my personal stuff.
You want to come show me?
No, I don't want to go back in there.
I don't want to see my mom lose her home, but my mom just won't let us help her.
If you don't let us help you today, you lose everything. You don't get a chance to keep anything.
But there's not enough time.
Listen to me. Stop. Listen. Let me talk. Let me talk. We are giving you a choice to keep things.
What am I keeping?
Stop. Let me talk. Let me talk, please. If the city comes in, they're
Here
taking...
we go.
Listen.
With the city again.
If they
Always
come, Mom,
bring
listen to
in
me.
the city to me.
I'm just
When the
telling you, they're
city
not going to
hasn't-
care.
The city hasn't bothered me
They're not
for
going to care.
years.
They are. They're going to bother you.
Yeah, now.
Please, let me talk. We care about you. We're giving you a choice. The city's not going
I
to.
don't want choice.
Listen to me.
I don't
They're going to
want
take
lose
everything.
all.
You're not going to get nothing.
All right, then they do it. And I'll live under a bridge. What's the point of living in a house when you ain't got nothing?
Barbara's almost hysterical, shaking and crying. Taking into consideration Barbara's mental health, it doesn't make sense to go on. From the mental health point of view, we're kind of feeling that it's taking too much out of you right now.
I don't want to keep doing this to you. It's not fair. What I'm going to do now, as opposed to cleaning the whole house, I'm going to try to get you 2 to 3 feet all the way through the house, from the back door to the front door. So if your house catches on fire, you can choose which door you're going to go out of. Are you okay with that plan?
Yeah.
Even though we've drastically lowered our expectations, this is still the biggest hoard I've ever dealt with. We got to hustle every minute tomorrow to get this done. It's taken us about 3 hours to get through the living room. Now we're through it, we're finally at this other room. All I see is an arch, and Jeff just starts climbing up. 10 minutes later, he's banging on the front door. There it is.
Hey!
I mean, this is 4 feet above me. This is blowing my mind.
I know. Keep throwing it out.
So after 3 days, lots of turmoil, we can finally get 2 safe exits. We're gonna take Barbara in to show her what we've done. This was about safety.
I Still don't think it's safe.
You don't think it's safe? I agree.
It's not safe enough. We all wanted to do more. I wanted to get more out. I wanted more cleared for her. There's still a lot to do.
Still needs a lot of cleaning and disinfecting.
They want you to have quality of life. That's what they're talking about.
That's all we ever wanted, is you to have a safer life.
This is a good start. You just gotta be strong and finish it, okay?
And this is the first mile of a marathon.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if I have a future or not, but I'm still hoping to finish the house so I can live in it.